Yes. It's Matty with the footy, and welcome back. I'm joined by the usual Charlie and
Mhm.
Jenko. Big news to kick off the episode. Probably the biggest news this year. The biggest news in football recently. Manchester City. Are they finished as a club? Well, basically,
Potentially.
it's Premier League have done a 4-year investigation and have found that Man City have broke over 100 Premier League rules, financial rules, and I think it's over the span of 9 years. Premier League have investigated over 4 years, so they've got some dirt on City, if you get me.
Well, City reckon they've got the receipts to prove everything. I beg to differ because I do not believe that they spent the amount of money they're saying they
Yeah,
spent on certain stuff.
yeah.
It doesn't add up.
Well, boys, yes. I think it started on the 2011-2012 season, and it's only up to the 17-18 season.
Yeah.
Yeah. That means Liverpool would have won the title where Gerrard slipped. Man United would have won two titles, I think. Stoke would have won the League Cup or FA Cup, one of them.
Yep.
Liverpool would have won the
Charlie
league.
Adam.
Liverpool would have won the League Cup. Right, boys. Question is, as a Liverpool fans, yeah, put your Liverpool fan cap on here. Would you rather Liverpool getting the trophies like getting the league trophy, like Gerrard wins the league and all that,
Yeah.
or Man City getting relegated?
I'm gonna throw an option three in there and null and void it.
Yeah.
The only reason that this is going to become an issue is because every single club who's been negatively affected is going to appeal when they find out the decision. So, say for instance, they do null and void it. Look at like your Stokes now, they would have won tournaments. That little bit of
Mm,
money that they would have got for winning it potentially could have been an extra player that could have kept them in the league.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Liverpool, difference between first place and second place is a big jump of money. So if we'd have won the Prem back in what was it, 2014, 2015, the squad would have been a lot better, a lot sooner.
Or could you
Stupid stuff like
argue?
that. Every club's gonna think. If it was an actual player, I wouldn't want the medal
But could you
because
argue as
Stupid.
Liverpool fans, we wouldn't have got Klopp because Rodgers would have kept his
potentially,
job.
Mm.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's what I mean. Of course
And we
not.
won't have the team now. But the sanctions that could happen to City are a point reduction. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Relegated from the league, stripped off all the titles, and that will mean Sergio Aguero's goal against QPR in the last game of the season meant nothing.
It would.
Mm.
Possibly the
Do you
greatest
think?
moment in Premier League history means nothing because City cheated.
QPR. Would they have went down if they didn't concede that goal? I swear, something like
No,
that,
they would
wasn't
No,
it?
stay. They would have stayed up, wouldn't they?
So
no, because he
that's
would have won
not
the
good
game
on
if they
them
didn't
as well,
concede
is
the
it?
goal. But boys,
True.
are City bigger than the Premier League?
No,
So
no club's bigger than the league that
would
created it.
No.
what I mean, like, will City bring more money into for the Premier League? So the Premier League might look and be like, we can't relegate these from the league because they're bringing in money for us. People like are watching City games because of City. Do you know what I mean? Like City bringing the money for the Prem. So we'd look at that fact and say relegation from the league is out of it. Let's just if they are found guilty, do you know what I mean? This is if they are found guilty, like so will they like we can't relegate them because they're one of the biggest clubs in the league and they bring us money, if you get me.
I want to look at when the Super League was getting made, and all the teams were for it. It was only Man City and PSG who were against it
Mm,
when it first come out, and they were all for UEFA and things like that. And I know Man City and PSG's owners are like close, aren't they? So I wonder whether I'm not saying PSG are up to it as well, but I mean Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe on the books must be a bit.
well, that's what Pep said, didn't he? In his press conference, he said any team can get it now. City's got any team can be accused.
But they should get it though, because I'm not saying City, even like Chelsea. I mean, fair play to
Chelsea have outsmarted it. Todd
Fair
Bowley
play to
outsmarted.
Simeone,
Chelsea
yeah.
have like spread it out between years or something, haven't like that.
The thing is
Shouldn't
that
be
loophole.
allowed that.
The thing is the loophole was there. Todd Bowley exploited it, and now the Premier League have realised, oh, hang on, that's smart, and they've had to basically say you can't do it anymore. But obviously, they've already done it now, so you can't do anything to them because it's smart. Because even if I mean, it's risky because if he gets injured, that you're playing player out for nothing. But the thing is if they ever want to sell Mudrick, they're still going to get dealt off him because he's still going to have a hefty amount of money on his contract.
Yeah.
So no club's going to want to buy that out.
Apparently, if City are found guilty, they can appeal against it according to Premier League rules.
Yeah, they can appeal. They can appeal a UEFA, but they can't appeal the FA's Premier League rule. And I don't know what the name of the court is, but there's a certain court where you go to for they can't appeal it there. So basically, this lawyer they're paying like a lot of money for
I've seen that. It's like De Bruyne. I don't know if it's true. It's like De Bruyne.
Yeah,
he's getting like paid like the same amount as De Bruyne's getting paid. I think it's like 30. Is it 30 grand a day?
400 grand a week. He's getting paid. $5 grand an hour.
But did you see
Just collect the bag.
Pep's interview yesterday? We're recording on Sunday, so yesterday.
Yeah.
He said that City are the blame for Gerrard slipping. He's having a joke.
Yeah.
And but Pep did say that he is not leaving City. He's staying in the seat.
He's also he's also convinced they're completely innocent.
But only time will tell with City. What do you want to happen to them if they are found guilty? What do you want?
I mean, if you've cheated and you've won the amount of trophies they have, then if they get found guilty, there needs to be serious consequences. Giving them a point deduction is going to do nothing to them.
Yeah.
If you said to me right now, you've won, let's say they've won, let's just use random, let's say they've won 10 trophies in the past 10 years, and you said to me, you'll get found out for it one day and you'll get a 20-point deduction. But the squad they've got will still stay in the league with that 20-point deduction. So you do it again. Do you get what I mean?
As you said before about
all the success is still there.
Stoke
all the success is still there.
Save them.
Charlie Adam would be one of the most decorated midfielders in the Premier League. That is a lovely thought, isn't it?
Would have won the league.
I'd like a transfer ban, like what Chelsea had.
But I don't think that's enough though, because the only way that it's no other club is going to do it again is if there's serious consequences in terms of either relegation or all titles stripped from them that they've been proven to have cheated in them years and it just gets null and voided. I'm not saying hand the trophies to like your Liverpool, your Stoke, your Chelsea. I'm saying just completely null and void them years because I'm not being funny. You can't cheat.
You reckon if they are found guilty, it'd be like a domino effect, so like people will just start leaving and like the big players.
If they get found guilty, all the big players will want out.
Pep will leave.
Big players will want out because they won't want to be associated with that type of club. Yeah, 100%.
Like if the like they do get null and voided, like it's not fair. Like they on like Aguero and all that. Like they probably had no idea that happened. Moving on from City into the Super League. It's back. Woohoo! It's back. It's back again. Love that.
I want that.
But it's different. It's changed. Right, boys? The rules of this Super League, right? 60 to 80 clubs.
Oh.
Many clubs there, right? Many divisions. Oh. A minimum of 14 games for each club. And
minimum 14?
14 games for each club.
I think it's to subside with the league.
And like no members will be permanent.
No. Just no.
Will this Super League get shut down like the first one?
Yes.
Because that first one, that was like mid-lockdown, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was time ago. I remember.
And everyone in football just came together and
protest.
The plan is to get rid of the Champions League.
That ain't the way to do the Super League.
I think they want to stick with the league and then have the Super League and stuff. But already selecting the teams and stuff should not be the way to go.
But isn't the Champions League changing the format?
Yeah,
And
which is
that
also
format
awful.
shite.
Why do people, high-up companies, think changing a format is useful? If it's not broke,
It's
don't
greed,
fix
isn't
it.
it? It's greed.
Yeah.
If it's not
That's what
broke,
it
don't
That's all
is.
it
fix
is.
it.
Like football was meant to be like, it's just why change everything? It's just for money. It's greed. You're just greedy. You just want more money.
Like the Conference League, we do not need that.
Yeah, I agree.
We don't get children football this
The
season, no
European,
goals.
the fucking Europa Conference League, whatever the fuck
Conference.
that shit's called.
It's nice for like
That's just
a
another
Brighton.
tournament to get money.
Yeah, it's nice for a Brighton,
Not
but
even
when you're
Brighton,
seeing Mourinho cry
Leeds.
after winning it,
Mm.
like, come on, fella.
But boys, yeah, Super League, yeah. This new Super League that's meant to be happening probably won't happen. Do you think we will see any Premier League clubs enter it after what happened to the first one? Because I personally don't.
I think someone's going to be stupid enough to do it, and then the fans will kick off and they'll instantly leave it.
Yeah.
Like, what? Don't you think that they've learned from the mistake from last time to not
Nope.
enter?
No.
I don't
People
know.
like
If they're seeing it's not
FSG,
getting
no.
as much backlash, then they'll go, oh yeah, we'll join that. And they'll get backlash.
Well,
and then they'll
it's
start
not
banning
getting
them.
as much coverage as the first one did.
No,
Like
no chance.
The first one was like, that was just well wild noise, but this one's, you
I
just see
think
it now
because
and
it
again.
will. I think because it's looking to replace Champions League rather than getting kicked out of the league and all that. But I don't know.
Well, hopefully it doesn't.
If I'm honest, I'm for it if like it does just replace Champions League, goes with the league, and teams have
You
a fair
can't replace
chance.
Champions League. I'm sorry.
As far as I'm concerned, just completely leg the Super League off. It's one of the worst ideas I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Get it gone.
just people getting greedy. It's just rich
Yeah.
people wanting more money. Right, boys. Before this episode, I gave you a task. Right. Remember the Chelsea owner? He said that Premier League should do a game like the NBA
I like
did,
this idea.
like an all-star game, north, east,
Yeah.
south. But
Yeah.
man just against it because like injuries to players. It's adding one more game on.
But
Right. So Denko, I gave you the north team. Charles,
Yeah.
I gave you the south team. So Jenko. By the way, the rules are it's five-a-side. It's not start 11. It's five-a-side.
Five-a-side, and it's one player per club.
Yeah,
I
so
just
it's not like
specify
it's not
that.
heavily City or it's not heavily Liverpool. So north, east, south, five-a-side. Jenko, your north team, please.
Right. So my goalie, I've gone Jose Sarr, if you want to count that as north. My centre back's Rafa Varane.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, well, good winner.
My midfield is Bruno Gamaz.
Yeah.
For Newcastle.
okay, Bruno Guimaraes. Like that.
And it's Louis Diaz.
You throw
Right, I
winger in midfield.
could have went Salah right, but I think if you're playing five-a-side and goals and entry right, I do not want to be defending him. With Salah, you show him on his left, in his right, sorry, and you know what I mean. He's doing niche.
Have you got one player left here?
Yeah, striker.
Yeah, and it's Erling Haaland
Yeah.
because no one's gonna bosh him off the ball. So
You know what? That's not a bad team. It's a big question, Louis Diaz in the midfield, but like it's pace.
Yeah.
I think at five-a-side, that's pace.
I avoided putting wingers in midfield, and man, because they didn't want to do it.
Charlie stuck to the positions. Well done, Charles. Jenko cheated.
sorry, James. Nah.
Well, mine's. So
Right,
I went a bit
team.
controversial in goal, and I went
no.
Raya from Brentford.
Because
when I watch him, he does put solid performances in. I went Thiago Silva at centre half. I went Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard in midfield. And I went Harry Kane up top.
Oh. So
Yeah.
no wingers.
Dude,
No, I'm not.
Cheated here.
Thiago Silva.
Yeah, he's got the legs for five-a-side.
Five-a-side, small pitches.
Okay, then, boys, ready?
Brain works quicker.
I haven't told you this, but who's your manager? I know you can't pick Jurgen Klopp.
Oh,
I know you can't pick Arteta. And you can't pick Pep Guardiola.
I go Sean Dyche. No. Unai Emery. He'd have good banter.
Yeah.
If Midlands count, yeah.
Charles has loads of options here. Charles has Conte,
I
Potter.
know, I don't want to touch Conte with a barge pole. Don't want to touch
Yeah.
Potter with a barge pole.
Thomas Frank. Who else?
So I'm not going to lie to you. Looking at this, as much as Conte is a good manager, he's doing awful at the minute. Potter's doing awful at the minute. I am actually leaning towards Thomas Frank. Or Vieira.
Vieira's got sauce.
What
I see that
Vieira, man.
What about Nathan Jones?
Yeah.
Can't count him, I know he's got sacked.
Yeah. I could have said the Leeds player, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could have said Leeds. I don't know why you didn't do that. I'm going to say Thomas Frank. I think he'd be sad of sad.
Okay, one more question about the North v South. Who's your captains?
Varane.
Thiago Silva.
Right. Who
Always for the
wins?
centre half, they can see the entire game.
Who will
It's got to be
win
me.
that match?
Well, I'm going to say man.
Nah.
Right.
That's what you need, some fabs in
Yeah,
it.
you do need that father side. You do need that
Who's
father side.
who's locking that midfield down?
Bruno Gimenez.
I've hardly got a
He's a
midfield.
tackle midfielder. Exactly, so you'll get overrun.
Nah.
Jenko
Just Haaland.
Jenko just outscore you then.
Yeah, wouldn't outscore you. I've got more defence.
Nah, Thiago Silva's like 37. Do you know what I mean? He's on his
Still a
pension
baller.
soon. Nah.
Right, boys. Southampton. Nathan Jones has been sacked. Yeah.
3 months.
That
Yeah.
lad spoke like he was prime Mourinho. I'm sorry. Some of the quotes he came out with in the interview, like he was the fittest man on the planet.
Yeah.
It's like, and he was just speaking like he's just a top manager. Did he come from Luton?
Pardon my language. His confidence.
I don't
is
actually know where he came
massive.
from.
Luton it was, yeah. But even at Luton, he weren't very good.
Well, like he
He got
speaks
sacked
like
there, I think.
he speaks like wow. Then he's like,
I don't know.
He was saying, I know I'm not one. I weren't one of the greatest managers. I mean, greatest players, but during the time, I've done my coaching badges. Then like, I want to be the best and all that. But you're sitting in the bottom three with Southampton, and you've just lost your job. Do you know what I mean?
I really liked Hazen, all right, but I don't know how you're doing bad at Southampton. Their team's boss. I really believe it.
You say that, but then I always go back to the old debate of if multiple managers have came in and none of them can get a tune of the team, is the team actually any good?
I think it is. I think if
they
you get a proper manager in,
are they all good players individually but can't play as a team? Because that is a common trend.
Like remember England, Gerrard, Lampard, and all that. Great players.
All great players
just
can't play as a team.
Like Chelsea now. All great players just can't play as a team. But Jenko, do you have an idea who will be the next Southampton manager? Because you did predict Sean Dyche. So
yeah, I think the top of the betting is actually Gerrard.
No.
But
it's not a bad shout, that, you know.
I think it'd be a nice go for him.
If it does get relegated, then it might come back
I
to
think
bite him.
he could build on that, though.
No, if you get relegated, you get sacked.
Hey, Gerrard's not a bad shout.
I think that's a good one. But my actual personal one is the Celtic one. He's doing really well. And I think that's a nice job for him.
But would you leave Celtic? I know it's the Premier League, but would you leave Celtic where you're guaranteed the league?
No, probably not. But I think it'd be a nice one. Pochettino's as well. He's like the second one.
He's not going to come back to Southampton.
He's not going to Southampton.
He's always been there once.
I wouldn't blame him. But I was like, oh. But yeah, Gerrard would probably be my best pick.
You know what? I'm not against that shout, puts Gerrard.
I think he'd
Frank
have more
Lampard.
prowess. Yeah,
Get Super Frank back in.
Who was
Spygate.
who's the does he still manage? Who was Norwich manager?
Daniel
Fell out the
Farr.
beard, and
He's
yeah.
at Gladbach now.
No, the other
Doing
one.
quite well.
Who's the Norwich manager now?
Oh, Dean Smith. Oh, that's a good one.
Because Norwich aren't getting promoted, I don't think.
Yeah, Dean Smith would be good.
Or Sam Allardyce. Throw his
No.
name in the mix.
Keep that man far out the Prem.
Nah, but I reckon Gerrard's not a bad one, buds.
Like it's like Liverpool's academy as well in
And
Southampton.
like players
so-
might be like, because like players might look up to Gerrard and be like, yeah, let's work under him. Because the Everton players admitted to Sean Dyche apparently that he didn't work like 100% under Frank Lampard. So
Yeah.
that is a factor to put in it.
I
Like,
think
work different under managers.
it's obviously it's a job before Villa, but it's above like Rangers and that. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a nice level for him, I think, to rebuild on his career and that. Not
Yeah.
saying Rangers are a smaller team than Southampton. I just mean Premier League. Southampton won trophies and.
So what would I if you predict this again, I'll give you a tenner.
Yes,
Right, boys.
get a nice blast.
Wrexham played on Saturday, yeah. Will Farrell was at the game. Obviously,
Yeah.
the Hollywood links you got because the owners are Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds, Hollywood. But do you remember any other celebrities at a football game or in a football stadium?
Well, fun fact: Will Ferrell's been at Anfield before.
And he's been at Chelsea as well.
Michael B. Jordan at Chelsea the other week.
Bournemouth owner,
because
didn't
he's
he?
born, so yeah.
But not two. I want to shout out one because he's my hero. But anyway, John Cena is a Tottenham fan, but he didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, he's got all the t-shirts and that.
I can't see him.
Did not know that.
Michael Jackson at Fulham. Justin Bieber on the pitch of Stamford Bridge.
My hero. Or was.
Kendall Jenner at a PSG game. And remember, Neil Patrick Harris he's in How I Met Your Mother at a Man City
Goat.
game wearing a Man City top, but in a video he says, "Let's go Manchester United."
Stadium for our first football/soccer game. MetLife Stadium. Go Manchester United.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
That's a couple I remember.
He is the GOAT.
But boys, it's Sunday. The day we record this. To be precise, it's 3 minutes past 1 on a Sunday afternoon. Yeah. But Saturday's games happened. So let's speak about them. First, early kickoff, we had Chelsea versus
The Hammers.
West Ham. Chelsea got robbed of a handball.
Yeah, not half badly.
Yeah.
Souček, even the
wasn't
Chelsea
expecting
admin on Twitter tweeted out what a save by Souček. But VAR was questionable all Saturday. They had Brighton's goal disallowed, a Stupinha. Then today came out and they've apologised for it. But I don't see that's right because that stopped Southampton from winning the game. I mean, that stopped Brighton.
I don't get how you can come out and apologise for the thing.
Yeah.
That stopped Brighton
When
from
you
winning
have
the game.
you have VAR there for that purpose.
So soon as well.
Then the Brentford goal. Was it Lee Mason was on VAR? Took so long on the first incident where like the player was offside or something, and forgot to notice the assist was clearly offside, and so they missed that out. So Arsenal lost the game. I mean, drew the game 1-1 when they could have won the game. So VAR wasn't the best.
Did you see Lamina sending off for Wolves as well?
Yeah.
I just want to mention that because that's weird, isn't it? I don't know what he said to the referee, or anything, but like he literally runs, and I get you can't shout at referees anymore, but
No,
it's a bit weird, isn't it? That's what I mean.
Referees
It
are
looks
there to
like
be
the other
shouted at.
players shouted something. I thought
Well,
it was, but
Well, in the rugby, only the captains can speak to the ref.
Jib that. Referees are there to be violated.
yeah.
Well, Spurs got
Wait for the
battered.
referee.
Spurs did get battered 4-1 by Leicester.
He did.
And did anyone see Tim Sherwood having a go at Pedro Porro?
I know he was good before. I played some at Benfica.
Yeah, he didn't even play for Benfica. Didn't he come from
No.
Sporting?
How he
I'm
managed
sorry, yeah.
Tottenham.
But Joe, like pundits, like I get like
You
Gary
think they'd do
Neville.
some research?
Well, like Gary Neville, like, he's top pundit. Jamie Carragher and all that.
Make
But
it Richard, right?
some pundits should be like maybe like journalists or like people who know the sport and not
Yeah.
played it. You get me? Like it's good having a football player because you give like the insight of playing the game, but like some like journalists are like trained and like well know the sport well should be on it instead of fucking like Tim Sherwood, man. Like, you know what I
Robbie
mean?
Savage.
Some people just
Yeah.
some players shouldn't be pundits, if you get me.
Uh,
Just because they played the
Have you
game.
watched that BT Sports score?
No.
They're all awful.
Wow, it's the hard watch, right? So they're all obviously
It's
reviewing
not.
the
It's not
games.
soccer Saturday.
Akinfenwa was watching Liverpool and that, and then Robbie Savage was obviously watching his game, but then he's got Macclesfield on the side because he's a part owner, and you're like, goal, and you're like, what who scored here? Macclesfield. I'm not asked if you bought a club, mate. I want to know about the Premier League fixtures.
Yeah. But some pundits don't deserve to have a
No.
job in TV just because they've kicked the ball and got paid for it. I'm sorry.
Completely agree.
But boys, ready? Little segment here. Silly rules that football should add. Or anything. Like just like a silly take. Right, my silly rule football should add is a manager should have a certain amount of months in charge before they are allowed to get sacked. Like I reckon a year might be a bit too long. Like 9 months, give them 9 months in charge before they're allowed to get sacked, or even a year in charge before.
6 months. 6 months.
Nah, I think that's too
the sweet
short.
spot.
I reckon
The sweet spot.
it's not a year. Over 6 months. So 9 months before they're allowed to get sacked. That's my silly little rule.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with it, but it's like Jesse Marsh at Leeds, for example. I don't think they thought he'd be bad. Do you know what I mean? And you've backed him, to be fair, with like all the American
No,
players.
but it might like make clubs think properly who they should sign to manage the club.
It's just said Jesse Marsh. He's been there longer than 9 months, hasn't he? The Southampton one, true, but even still, he was at Luton doing all right. They thought he'd.
But I think Colo Torre been sacked
Yeah, the Wigan.
Literally a month or something.
and it's stupid. So I reckon. Well, obviously I don't reckon, but like little silly little rule that the manager should have a certain amount of time.
I think they should have like it should be like a max 2 managers a season.
Or that,
Do you know what I mean? So like you look at Watford, and they've had more managers than wins in the Premier League in the past 5 years or something. Like, shouldn't be like that. You should have like a max 2. But...
Nah, yeah, I agree. Anyone else got any silly rules before we end it, or any you want to speak about?
I think obviously we mentioned VAR. I think if it's longer than like 90 seconds, maybe, or a minute, it should just stick with the referee's first decision, because it's obviously too close to decide how long or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? So like that Chelsea West Ham game when they scored the winner.
Does that make the VAR person rush and not make the correct decision because he's on a timer? Then he's like, "I'm on a timer here." Like, oh, then he's just rushed his decision and it could be wrong.
But I feel like the longer you take, the more you rush anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because the pressure.
So, yeah. So, I don't know. I think it just takes ages. I know it's a new system still, but Well, I think more like red cards and stuff as well. Do you know, like where he's got like his studs up and they're like, oh, yeah, but is it his ankle?
Yeah.
It shouldn't take that long to decide if he's hit his ankle or not. But the other one is, and it's a bit off subject, but like Joe Corners. So I think it's Arsene Wenger who was arguing for it. So when the corner's getting hit and he hits it outside of the pitch and it comes back in, obviously they give a goal kick for that. But he's fighting against not giving it a goal kick. It should still stand. But I agree with
The
that one.
the balls weren't out of play. It's not
It's a corner.
it's not the other team's fault
It's
that
not gonna.
the player can't
I
keep the
know,
ball in the pit, keep the ball in between the lines.
but it just adds more to a. So like you're only stuck with like an in swinger then, aren't you? Really?
Nah, I
I
don't
don't
agree
know.
with that.
I just think you're not going to be offside anyway because it's a corner.
Mm.
I think it's a good little rule myself, but I was upset.
Thanks for watching. That is the end of the episode. Don't forget to check out the Instagram, subscribe, check out MatthewMcLennan.com. We'll catch you next time.